Thai or neighboring countries. We are still searching for him. So we are very concerned. It's been 24 hours since we have reported that he's alive. However, he has not been seen in any hospital. So please bear with us whilst we try to search for him so that we can provide more information.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
So
that's what it is. We actually spoke to the ambassador. We'll play the ambassador's voice to you as well. So you listen to what she had to say regarding the whole Atsu situation. But Andy, it's very messy. Because the entire city is flattened. Flights can't go there. Cars can't go there. Even hospitals are overwhelmed with injured people. More than 4,000 people have been confirmed dead. And hundreds of thousands of people flocking hospitals. Now, you can't send your own people there to go looking for other people. The most challenging thing about this, Andy, is also that the club officials who are supposed to be looking for Christian Atsu have family members who are trapped and trying to rescue them. So their priorities are very divided. On top of all of that, communication is very limited because mobile phones, internet, all of those things have been affected as a result of the earthquake. So it's all very messy right now.
But wait, my question is this. Who identified Atsu?
The club officials.
That he had been rescued?
Yes, the club officials. They even released a statement. The vice president spoke of the club. He spoke.
So
and he said,
when they picked him, was he whisked away by an ambulance?
Presumably.
Did they check which ambulance took him away?
Those are the questions that only the club officials can answer. And the club official, according to the agent, only one person in the club speaks English, and that's the interpreter. And the interpreter himself has got his family trapped. So even getting to the interpreter and getting accurate information is difficult. So it's, we just still need to keep praying and keep praying and keep praying because as things stand, it's not looking good. And nobody has an idea exactly what's going on. Now, we spoke to the ambassador and she told us that her office has not also been able to locate Atsu. And she says actually that every other Ghanaian in Hatay affected by the earthquake was accounted for except Christian Atsu.
Yesterday, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs here informed me that they want to confirm that Christian Atsu has been found and rescued and sent to a medical center. However, in all the confusion, which is understandable under the circumstances, because as you are rescued, you are put in an ambulance and sent to the nearest hospital, they are not sure yet which particular hospital or health facility he has been sent to.
Andy, you heard it for yourself.
Unfortunate news.
Very unfortunate news. So the search for Christian Atsu continues as far as that's concerned. But let me give you a bit of good news now. Kamaldeen Sulemana joined Southampton on transfer deadline day. He made his debut last weekend, even though Southampton lost by 3-0, and things are not looking good for them because they're bottom of the table and still losing. But Kamaldeen Sulemana himself said he was more than happy to make his debut.
It's good to know how it feels to play in the Premier League. Now it's just about getting everything right and making sure we win games and move forward.
Hey,
You
know the whole thing. Exactly. Anyway, so that's what it is. Let's move on. Last night, history was made. LeBron James, 38,388 points. He's now the all-time leading scorer
Straight
in
up.
NBA history.
Straight up.
38,388 points. He dropped 40 points last night. He only needed, I think, 36 points to break the record, and he did, even though they lost to the OKC Thunder, by the way. He still made history anyway, and it was surreal. Yeah, he's LeBron James.
It's so surreal because it's something I never, made a
So he's done Miami Heat. Incredible story there. His own hometown club now in LA. And LA is where Jabbar made the history. And it's only befitting that LeBron James was wearing that jersey when he eventually broke that record. And Kareem himself was in the stands, and he spoke after and was more than happy to absolutely witness that kind of history. But Andy, let's wrap up with this. Club World Cup. Al Hilal, they beat, yesterday we mentioned that they were in action, right?
Oh, yeah.
They beat Flamengo of Brazil by 3-2 to book a place in the final of the Club World Cup.
They will beat you.
Andy, you are confusing the two. Yesterday,
Al
Hilal.
Al Hilal.
This is Al Hilal.
Not El Ali.
No, Al Ahly are in action today.
Al Ali is playing today.
Against Real Madrid.
Okay. And Al Hilal.
They have beaten Flamengo.
Al Hilal.
No, Al Hilal.
Al Hilal.
Al Hilal. Andy.
What's the name of the...
Say Al Hilal.
Yeah?
Al Hilal.
Al Hilal. What's the name of the...
You are showing
of
that,
the player...
You're showing where you are from.
Oh, you know. It's not that easy. It's not easy like that though. Al Hilal.
I'm glad at least you didn't say R.
No. No way.
Anyway, they made the final.
What's the name of the player that that plays with that juggles his spikes? His footwear each time he scores.
Zidane, Mohamed Zidane.
Is that his name?
Yeah, he did it. He did it after scoring against Cameroon.
Okay.
In AFCON 2 in Kumasi. That's why you remember
it.
Yeah.
I think I went to watch that.
Yeah.
I think that was the game with Ivory Coast.
No, it was Cameroon. He scored twice. Okay. It was the opening game. I went to watch
the game with Ivory Coast.
Okay. Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire.
No, Egypt and Cote d'Ivoire.
Oh yeah, the quarterfinal match.
Yes.
Amri Zaki.
And then
so he's not the one that just goes,
okay.
But he's the one that scored twice against Cote d'Ivoire.
So I sat just at the back of the pole.
Mm-hmm.
So when they scored, interestingly, I was just there to watch because
that was a good game.
The Ivorians, when they arrived that night, I was playing in a nightclub called Kiravi.
Okay.
When they came, not the Ivorians, it was the South Africans rather.
Okay.
They came that night, just about 4 a.m. when we were packing out.
Now that they're coming to the club.
They were coming to the club. And my boss insisted that I played for them to dance.
Wow.
And I remember their team, Mark Fish. What's the name of the captain? There was this tall guy.
Who? Benny McCarthy, maybe?
No. Mark Fish at the time. Oh, they had this captain. This guy, he was well built.
Okay.
He looks like former number 5.
Is he a defender?
Yes, I think he was.
I know who you're talking about. I get the name for you.
Yeah,
with go on with the story.
With some hairstyle. And these guys would dance and dance and... Okay, I nearly said something else. And they danced till like 6 a.m. I had never seen it. I was... Interestingly, they came to beat us. Remember?
Yeah,
they beat us.
You see, and my problem with you is you confuse errors all the time because the story you told and the player you mentioned, McFish, you're talking about Can 2000.
That was Can 2000, yes.
Thank you. I was talking. You were talking about Can 2008 just moments ago.
No.
You said the player who juggles the ball.
No. The not the ball. His
boots.
His boots.
And
yes.
that was 2008.
No. I'm only asking of that player. The name of the player. It's not about the game. There was one called Abu Treka or something like that.
Mohammed Abu Treka.
Where is he? Is he still playing?
He lives in Qatar now. He's been banned from the country actually. He's in exile. He's very vocal politically. Over there. There's freedom of speech, but there's no speech. There's no freedom after the speech.
You go do more, eh?
Oh yes. He was very critical of the government. And,
so he stopped playing football.
Oh, he retired a long time ago.
Okay, so he's been What?
He's a pundit now. Actually, he was a pundit for beIN Sports.
Okay.
During the World Cup in
Okay.
Qatar. Yeah, I saw him when I was
Okay.
there. Yeah.
So he lived in Qatar
He lives in Qatar full time.
full time.
Yeah.
And he's been asked to leave the Qatari country.
Not
or
Qatar,
Egypt.
Egypt. He's Egyptian.
So no,
But
he's been banned from where?
He's
Qatar.
been exiled from his home country.
From Egypt.
Yes. Where he's a legend. Because he likes talking and criticizing the government. Easy. But he's one of the greatest players.
Charlie,
in
the guy
history
with
of
the the
African
guy with the
football.
pointed nose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
His technique is unbelievable.
Charlie Abutrika.
Unbelievable. So unassuming.
Yeah.
But he's got wonderful technique.
That's right.
Wonderful technique. Legend of the game.
Thanks. Thank you very much for coming.
Always.
Thank you. All right, folks. So that'll be it with the sports update. Stay with us. Let's